Did you call bank? I called game.
What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charging to the Game Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rome, and I'm joined by the fellas, Big Z and Jay. What's good, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
It's good.
What's good? So we got a full crew tonight. So before we get started, just a brief synopsis of last show. If you guys missed it, be sure to check out our last episode. Last episode, we talked with college basketball star Lisa Wiggins from Montclair, New Jersey. She former player at Kansas State, and everything. She came in and talked with us about her career, what she's doing now. I think she's looking at transferring again. So we're wishing her nothing but the best. She was a great guest, and she gave us some insight to her NIL deals and, everything, the landscape of college sports. But yeah, check out that episode. And obviously, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of new stuff going on, so I'm going to get this out of the way now. So next episode, we will be having a very special guest, Kelsey Nicole Nelson. She is a sports reporter for the Washington football team. She hosts a show on Fox Sports. She does radio. If you're from the DMV area, you probably should know her. She's very well connected within the sports community in the DMV area. And we're very excited to have her on this upcoming Monday, actually. So look out for that episode. But today's show, we're going to be talking about, obviously, Giannis. Giannis and the Bucs win the NBA championship. The Phoenix Suns went down big. CP3 didn't get his ring. We're going to talk about that. How did it happen? Dropping 4 games straight. And then we're going to also be talking about the NFL, just some random NFL talk, some stuff that's going on, training camp, Buccaneers going to the White House. And I got a very, very special secret at the end of the show for our Bucs fans. So stay tuned. But hey, fellas, let's talk about this NBA final stuff, man. So, Jay, I want to address you first, man, because you had them goddamn sorry-ass Suns, bro. So, what the hell? No, you ain't going to run from this, bro. I'm getting all the smoke today, bro. You talking about all the goddamn Suns. What happened? I'm gonna give you the floor first. So, you tell us what the hell happened. Up 2-0, and then you just lose 4 straight, just like that, big guy. So, you tell me what happened.
All right, so look, this is a two-way street, right? It's a two-way street. I felt, the right was the Bucs, left was the Suns, right? Clearly things went left. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when I talk this trash and when I say this, I absolutely believe in the Suns. I still think, from top to bottom, they had a better roster, but they just didn't have the best player in the series, which is Giannis. When Giannis went down with the injury, I also assumed that he may not come back with he was going to come back, the same person. But no, he came back with a monstrous performance. I knew Giannis was going to do his thing, but I didn't know he was going to do it like that. I'm wrong. Dario went out, apparently. That was wrong. CP3 is a fucking bum. All right?
What?
He is a bum. I'm saying that. Yes.
A bum? CP3?
He is now a bum. He's done everything else he needs to done. But you know what? The thing about CP3 is CP3 always almost get you there. And the whole thing about it was everyone been giving CP3 slack for years because every time he got injured. So this is the first time we've seen him go against, pretty much a healthy squad. The Suns, a healthy squad. And CP3 finally got there. And I'm not going to say it's entirely his fault, but as someone that gets so much praise, and especially being a top 5, and especially someone saying that he's better. There, a lot of people think he was better than Isaiah Thomas for the Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel that. I've been having arguments for days behind scenes. So now it's solidified. Look, he's good. He's good at what he's doing, but he can't get it done. I'm about people getting done and bottom line people, and that's what makes it great. And it just didn't happen.
Well said, man. Like I said, I just would give you the floor first. I think me and Z, did you? Yeah, you had the Bucs winning, right?
Yes. I'm Giannis all the way. Giannis giving lessons, quotes, life lessons. Just, I mean, his story is just
it's amazing,
unbelievable. I mean, the post-game interview when he said 2 weeks before the draft, his family was trying to find food for the week. And then he was drafted the next week. I mean,
that's crazy.
Humble dude, man. I mean, he's such a likable guy, right? So, like I said, before we chop it up and get all into it, so for anybody that doesn't know, the Milwaukee Bucks have won the NBA Finals. They beat the Suns. The Bucks were down 0-2. 0-2. You know what I mean? Even though they were playing in Phoenix, okay, they head back to Milwaukee. I mean, the Bucks won, 2 straight at home and 2 straight on the road, man. I mean, that's just incredible to me. Like, I can't. I mean,
that's history. Chris Paul is the first player in NBA history to lose 6 series when he was up 2-0 to lose all of them.
Amazing.
It's
amazing, right? That's amazing. That's the wrong side of history. When y'all watch it, that's why I say he's a bum.
Well, no, I mean, it's a team game.
Yeah, he's the leader of that squad. He's the leader of the pack. He's supposed to lead the boys. So, I mean, I'll give him this. I'll give him this. Devin Booker, he did come to play in game 4 and game 5 when man came to play. Okay, I saw him, out there balling. But no, y'all got to stop that Kobe talk. He's the next Kobe.
Yeah. I got to stop that Kobe talk. Yeah,
he's the next Kobe. Really? I don't see it. Okay, Kobe was an elite scorer in down low on the block, out on the perimeter. Devin Booker does not have a nice post game. He cannot get to the basket with ease and with finesse the way Kobe did, and he is not a lockdown defender at all. So please stop the Kobe. He's the next Kobe talk. I know that's mainstream media filling your heads up, and like I said, that's the reason why we started this podcast. We're not pushing narratives for a player's agent, and that's what a lot of these guys do on these shows. They're friends with their agents. They coach them and they try to push this narrative and for them to say that. So I want you guys to understand that. All right, but so I mean, as far as
Kobe never disappeared in a game 7.
Oh, no, he didn't disappear in game 7. Game 6, he's not disappearing at all. He's going down firing. You saw him. I mean, he went out with his last performance in the NBA. He put up 60. Okay, you know what I mean?
With the pause. Okay. Yeah, I understand. We're on the same page.
I'm just letting the people know because people just out here talking crazy, running with this mainstream media concept that he's the next Kobe. But that's neither here or there. But now back to the main focus. So the Phoenix Suns, man. What the hell are you doing, bro? Like Chris Paul, man. Like I'm not gonna go as far to say he's trash, but you gotta come on, man. Like everybody was rooting for you. Like even I was rooting for him too. Even I was rooting for you because I had, like I said, even before the series started, if you scroll back to the show and you see who we all picked, I said I'm taking the Bucs. I'm rocking with the Bucs. I love Giannis. The Bucs are my betting team. They made me rich, and I love them. You know what I mean? So
chilling with the last. I love him. Right, my bad, brother.
No, you good, bro. But no, I was just telling you guys. I mean, like I said, I was even rooting for Chris Paul. But you gotta lead those guys a little better, man. And DeAndre Ayton, you're trash, brother.
He looked shook. He looked shook in game 7.
Bro, he didn't look like an NBA player. Frank Kaminsky came in and gave him more than you. You got dunked on. You getting blocked at the rim. You know what I mean? You just getting throttled. Like Giannis literally looked like he was just like, give me your soul. Like some Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
Oh Lord. Hold on. In all fairness, let's just be real. Going against Giannis that played at his peak, which he was evolving throughout the series, is not easy for someone as young as Ayton. I think Ayton did the best that he could because you're not gonna put a lot of people there.
The best that he could. You think that was the best that he could? DeAndre Ayton,
bruh. Giannis was evolving. Even the picks, how he was setting certain things, moving in certain spots. As this game progressed, I'm like, yo, he's coming a different person. For someone that's how long has Ayton been in the league?
9 years.
Oh, you talking about Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis been. And how long has Ayton been in the league?
I mean, what, 2-3 years? It don't matter, bro. You can't come that small, bro. You're supposed to be the big man in the middle. Giannis is really a small power forward. He gave it to him. My man was sitting there coming down the lane. bomb, like giving him shoulder, dunking on his ass. You know what I mean? Brook Lopez even banked on his ass.
The crazy thing, everybody on both teams was shook the first 3 minutes. Giannis was the only one who came to play from the jump ball. Giannis was I've been waiting for this all day. Let's go.
But come on, bro. That's a lot. Like if
Ayton is nice. You're telling me Ayton is nice?
I don't think Ayton's a bad player at all.
No, I don't. Shit.
How do you expect a three? So you expect a 3-year player, to go against one of the best?
It don't matter, bro. He
matters,
bro. How many? Let me look up the stats. How many points did my man score? My man scored 12 fucking points. He almost fouled out. He gave him 6 rebounds. You know what I mean? He was 4 of 12 from the field in 36 minutes. I mean, he played horrible.
I mean, and then when you compare that with Giannis, I mean, 50.
But like once again, Big Z, I'm telling you, Giannis 9 years, arguably one of the best players in the league.
We're not asking him to go out there and give him 50 and go duel it out with Giannis. But bro, you got to do something.
You can't stop him. You can't.
Okay.
You can't. Who can stop him?
You can't stop that motherfucker.
I feel Giannis will come in my apartment and be like, who you gonna stop who?
and then he shot 90% from the free throw line. And the rumor, the talk was
I like that.
Man. The talk was he missed the last one on purpose to end exactly on 50 because it's been 50 years since the Bucs won a title. So he missed the very last free throw.
I don't know how true that is, but if he did do that, man. Hey, I love you, man. Like I said,
Giannis is great. I'm happy for Giannis doing. And also, I think this is a big market for small teams. This is a big win for small market teams. Mm-hmm. So like either way, you asked me to make a choice, I made a choice. But in reality, I don't care who wins. It's not my squad, but especially more small market teams, that's what I care about. And that's a huge win for that. A huge win.
It was. I mean, like I said, the Bucs, like you said, he had the option to leave. He signs the deal. This is when I think was just they were trying to who they have on the team?
After last year. They lost after last year.
Yeah.
And then they traded everything. They went all in for Holiday. I mean, they went
all in for Holiday, and they made the right deal. I mean, even though Drew Holiday didn't have he had some really spotty performances. He stepped up in a big way on the defensive end.
Yes, he did.
Carried him on the offensive end. I can't remember what game it was. It might have been like game 3 or game 4.
I think it was game 3. Game 3.
But I mean that series, man, with him with the full court pressure on Chris Paul stepping up, and then when Devin Booker was hot in that one game, I think it was like game 4, game 5. PJ Tucker was out there getting baked with the salt and pepper, and then Holiday came in, and I mean he didn't lock him up, but he played serviceable defense. Of course, he shot a few air balls. I'm like, Drew, what the fuck is you doing out here? You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Remember, in the offseason, they tried to get Bogdanovich from the Hawks, and then the league spanked him for tampering, so they canceled the deal. And then he ended up getting a max deal with the Hawks. But the deal was done, but the league said that they made the deal before. You can't do deals until midnight of the free agency deal.
And they took it.
Yeah, so they said, no, you talked to him before midnight. How can you have the deal signed at 12:01? And so they said, And so they said tampering, and he ends up going to the Hawks. Then the very next day, they make the trade for Holiday.
I mean, like, it's a solid pickup, man. I mean, Mike Budenholzer, he made the adjustments. I mean, I know for a fact I was calling Mike Budenholzer out. Mike Budenholzer, the Bucs.
He would have lost his job. He would have lost his job.
He would have lost his job. You know what I mean? And I was going to be one of those guys leading the charge. You know what I mean? Like, literally, because he was making no adjustments. With Brook Lopez with the pick and roll playing on the drop coverage, him allowing inserting Bobby Portis in the game.
Former Wizards great. Wizard great.
Yep.
Portis. Along with the legend of Brandon Jennings.
Man, put that shit away, man.
The trade that made it happen. Brandon Jennings to Detroit.
We doing that?
Chris Middleton.
We doing that? Hey. I'm about to say shout out to a Piston legend, Chris Middleton. We drafted him. That's what we doing that.
it just shows another part of Giannis having Brandon Jennings as part of the celebration, part of in the locker room holding the trophies, smoke because Brandon Jennings came up with the Bucs in 6 in the series they had against Miami. He's the one who said we got to win this in 6, and that's how it all started. So the Bucs in 6 chant started with Brandon Jennings. That's why the team invited him back, put him courtside, right at the midcourt front row seat, and the crowd went crazy.
Brandon Jennings was a great for the Bucs.
Yeah, he's
in his history, he was an animal. So it's I always like BJ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy he was able to celebrate it too.
And then the Giannis quote for me during the press conference before Game 6, where he talked about it, how when you focus on your past, it's your ego. You focus on the future, it's your pride. And so all he does is focus on the present, and that's humility, and that's how you'll be successful.
Man.
That may get tatted.
Man, hey, I'm telling you, bro, it's facts. Like it's straight facts. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, how can you not like this guy? Yeah. Like I said, I mean, anybody that doesn't know, like, I'm not a bandwagon Giannis fan. I'm not a bandwagon Bucs fan. I literally, if you listen to almost literally every NBA or betting show, I said the Bucs, Giannis, Embiid. I'm telling you, those are my top 2. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm so happy for Giannis winning, man. He's an incredible player, and I'll say this:
17th pick in the draft, and
17th.
Hopefully, the synergy works for the Wizards, who have the 17th pick in the draft this year.
We're gonna see how that shakes out. But man, I mean, for Giannis, man, I mean, if you look, bro, you gotta respect him.
It's amazing. It's gonna be a movie.
It gotta be a movie. Like him coming from another country. NBA players were clowning him. Told me he can't shoot. He gotta have a 3-point game. Bro, what are you talking about? Can KG shoot threes consistently? He can shut him a little bit. You know, that's not his game. Like Giannis is a below the 3-point line player. He doesn't have to shoot fucking threes. He's a blast from the past.
Think about it. 2 years in a row. Lakers last year with AD and the Bucs this year didn't rely on 3-point shooting. So the last two champions blew up analytics. And so it's back to old school basketball kind of.
I was about to say, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this because I know that we all know the situation, the conversation is coming about the current gen versus old gen, and it's just funny that it's like all these players they're so skillful, they're so athletic, but someone that is athletic, yes, I mean he is a freak, but he beat them with little to no moves, and the same thing over again. So now it's like, oh, do these really skillful players really matter? Because Ben Simmons is technically more skillful, but guess what? I'm about what works. and
the beautiful thing about Giannis is keep coming. Whenever you fail about something, like compare him to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons can't shoot his free throws. He runs away from the ball.
Oh, he runs,
and passes it. He was at the rim with a layup and passed the ball
to Seth Curry, little Seth Curry.
And think about Giannis's attitude. Okay, I missed it today. I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna make it.
He's built different, man.
Every game he got better. Every game he got better to the 91% in Game 6 from the free throw line. It's just unbelievable.
I'm saying he worked on his game. He was in the gym, man. I mean, you see these pictures of Ben Simmons at the fucking baseball games. You know what I mean? I let dude live his life. But I'm pretty sure y'all saw the meme. My man was at a baseball game with his girl, and my dude sitting in the back like you supposed to be in the fucking gym. You fucking bum.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So I mean it's stuff like that. But one of the things about Giannis that I love, man, is that, like I said, he's one of those guys who'll give it to you each and every night. He's not sitting like, guys, listen. Now I want you guys to listen to this for my audience. He's not one of them guys that sits out due to rest. Fuck rest. What is that? He's not Kawhi. He's not LeBron. Mm-hmm. He's not literally every player in the NBA. He's not AD. You know what I mean? He's not these guys. You got to come
both ends, defense
both
and
ends of the fucking floor. You know what I mean? This guy gives it all that he has. Every single possession of every single game. If you watch the game, they were even talking about on ESPN today. They had to take him out at the beginning of games sometimes because he's hyperventilating because he's so hyped. You know what I mean? This motherfucker fucking had 5 blocks. Okay, in Game 6.
Welcome to the block party.
Welcome to the block party. Okay, I'll come take your order. You know what I mean? Like literally, bro. Like, come on, man. Like it's wild to me. My man had 5 blocks, throwing Devin Booker's shots, chase down blocks. He don't care.
Dominating Ayton. That's what messed up Ayton Game 7.
That's his son.
Yeah.
That's his baby son. This is infant son. Like,
like,
bro. Oh my god. No, I'm just Ayton's garbage.
You know, as a Wizards fan, so when I look at Westbrook gives 100% on offense, but on defense he doesn't give the same effort. When you watch Giannis, offense and defense, he's 100%.
My guy's different.
Both ends. Both ends.
He may be the only player like that though. There's some young people like Ja Morant that's young. That's right now he's younger. And he's giving you effort 100%. That's just what he is. So but you're right. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot, man.
That comes from his upbringing, his background, where he started in basketball. Because I mean, there was a post I saw where they said the first LeBron championship, Giannis had never even picked up a basketball yet.
Amazing.
And
that's amazing, man. That's just amazing.
All 26. And not to mention what award that he doesn't have. We can wait. He did everything at 26, y'all. 26.
He's still young, bro. He's still young. He can do so much more. Like, I mean, I know we're probably gonna get to that point where probably we'll talk, some of the best power forwards of all time. I'm seeing some stuff floating around now. They're saying he's top 5 power forwards in NBA history right now. And the thing is, I can't say he's not. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is an elite.
And he's still getting better.
Yeah, he's still getting better. It's the scary thing.
Imagine a shot, a mid-range shot.
That's what I'm saying. If he really
he's been working on that too.
He got a mid-range shot. The thing, he has the mid-range shot. His little fade game, he has that now.
The fade is there. Post, I don't want to say mid-range now. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, if he wants to be that LaMarcus Aldridge, he don't gotta be that. You know what I mean? He don't have to be step out for a 3, Dirk Nowitzki. He don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, my man beats and bangs in the post. He got handles. None of them dudes that could shoot like anybody else had handles like Giannis. Giannis handles the ball like a guard. He can handle the ball way better than a Chris Webber, a KG. Any power call, he handles the ball he handles the ball better than some guards. He's literally a big guard.
Did you see Shaq's post on Instagram after the game?
He's like a fullback. He comes back and he just dives in. I wouldn't say handle, but without a doubt.
Well, yeah. I mean, for a big guy. But I'm saying for a big guy, he is.
Yeah, you got that. You got that. I ain't got no smoke. We say guards. I'm like, I don't know. There's some guards that make him skate, but he's like, the big guy. Yeah,
I ain't say he Kyrie making people dance. You know what I mean? I ain't say he Kyrie out here now.
The cool thing was like Shaq's post on Instagram where he just said, "Thank you, Giannis, for bringing the big man and bully ball back."
I love it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Salute, you're the new Superman."
New Superman. I love it. I love it, man. Like I said, I like stuff like that. Like, I'm telling you, if you're a big guy in the NBA now, there's nobody that can stop you. This guard play, people can stop that. That shit shuts down the playoffs.
His additional post was like, "Damn, you dominating with the course."
But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm so happy for Giannis, man. My man put up 50 on him, gave him 50. You could not stop him. I was sitting there watching the game. I was like, this has just got to be too good to be true. Like, just one trip down the floor, he dunks on somebody. Another trip, a layup. Then he makes a shot. Then he goes to the free throw line.
It was crazy how everybody else was shook on both teams for like the first 5 minutes of the game. Nobody else could do anything.
Giannis was not having it.
Yeah.
Giannis would get fouled. He'd make his free throws. He'd blow by him, dunk. I'm like, the first 5 minutes of the game is like, okay, only one guy gave the game to play game 7. What's up with everybody else?
Giannis definitely woke up and chose violence. I love it. I love it.
What do y'all think about? I was gonna ask you, man. What do you guys think about Bobby? I gotta talk about Bobby Portis, man.
Man, Bobby Portis looked like he came out the room with E and J and a cigarette.
My man with the eyes, like his eyes, bro.
Goatee is crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, his whole thing is crazy.
Man.
You know
Think about his adjustment though. When the Wizards traded Otto Porter, got Bobby Portis here. His first game with the Wizards, he scored 36 points, and he was the man. They were passing him over and over. He was the focus of the offense. He goes to Milwaukee and he adjusts his game and just focuses on getting rebounds, playing defense, making his threes, and not having to be the focus of everything. He went there, he played his part, and he's a folk hero in Milwaukee. He can't go anywhere without people yelling Bobby, Bobby everywhere. And it's just it's just another piece of showing, okay, to have a championship team, you need to have folks who sacrifice, who extenuate, basically make the rest of the team better at what they do. Like Giannis will take a back seat and let Middleton score in the fourth quarter. And he's comfortable with that. There's no ego in that saying, look, man, here, you take over. And then I'll do my part, get the rebounds, play defense, and we will win this game. And somebody at that level to have that attitude, that's how you win a championship.
It is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I cannot. I'm just so incredibly happy for Giannis, man, getting that championship. Moving on now, I do gotta ask you guys. I was expecting more. I didn't hear a lot about the guy. I knew he was solid, but I was expecting more. Miles Bridges, my man did not come to play at all.
Young.
I'm about to say it's all going back still being young. I still say I agree.
But it's the NBA Finals, bro. I mean, all that shit, that young shit, it goes out the window, man.
Game That's 1 and 2 at home, he played great, and then after game 2, disappeared.
Yeah, I mean him, Miles Bridges, and Cam Johnson, Cameron Payne. I mean, they had to give him a little bit more. I mean, like I said, I understand CP3 is the head. You know what I mean? You should have told. I mean, I just can't believe the Suns blew an 0-2 lead. You let the Bucs come back and win 4 straight.
And you saw the adjustment game 7. They switched Holiday on Booker for game 7. He was on Paul, shut him down for 3 games, switched over to Booker game 7 and shut him down completely.
But check this out. The Bucs did this without my man, DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo. Like can you imagine if DiVincenzo was out there? If he's their elite perimeter guy. He's quicker, laterally than PJ Tucker, and he's pretty much their best defender. He's better than Drew Holiday. He would have been guarding Devin Booker. He would have done a
two-way.
He would have been. I mean, Devin Booker might have went off some games. He might not go off some games. But instead of 40, he's not dropping 40. He might have dropped 30. You know what I mean? Because
that matters.
Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, at that point, I mean, if DiVincenzo is that, then allows Drew can be a better scorer. You know what I mean? Because I mean, one of the things about Drew, one of the reasons he struggled a little bit on the offensive end is because he exerted so much energy on the defense, trying to stop Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and those guys.
Devin Booker was 0 for 7 from 3 in game 6. 0 for 7.
Bro, that's why I say he's no Kobe. They got to stop the whole he's the next Kobe thing. Like I said, it's just mainstream media, guys. I mean, y'all got to be smarter than that, man. If y'all going to keep,
8 for 22 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3.
Yeah.
And that's a closeout game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people need to show up, but like I said, these are still young. Being young matters no matter what you are. And honestly, being in the finals and stuff, that's a huge stage. I don't expect a lot of young people. I don't think I can even remember a lot of young people that actually won in a young stage like that, to be honest with you, and was a big part of the team. That's why I put more on CP3, because he is the veteran of the squad. Maybe exaggeration calling him a bum, but I think a lot of people have been giving him a lot more praise than he should. And now that he got there and he lost, there's something we want to see. Now you're in a tier of the player where you need to probably got to go holler at LeBron, or you got to go holler at Giannis to go ahead and get a ring.
But I mean, go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
Well, CP3 is still a small guard. I mean, yes, he's experienced, he's good, but when they put Holiday more size on him,
Yeah, you get
size is still size. That's the thing. You can't change.
Yeah, I think one of the things with CP3, man. I mean, one of the things I do love about CP3, and I cannot knock him. He didn't run. My man didn't run.
He's a real one for that.
He didn't run. He didn't go join super teams. That's why I respect dudes like him. You know what I mean? Like, KD's nice, LeBron's nice. All of these other guys are nice. Don't get me wrong, but we still can't bat. He's on the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns have been to the playoffs. This is the first time he's been into the playoffs in years.
Rockets sent him to Oklahoma City. Him and a bunch of rookies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
he got them in the playoffs.
Nobody really thought that Phoenix Suns was going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, nobody. I know. I'm telling you, like, it was a lot of people. There might have been a very select few people.
They started in the bubble because they went for 7 on the bubble.
I must say, I was one of the people that said, and it's already on record, that I think they would carry over in the next season. I absolutely was one of the people that said it. So, either way, I had to ride my pick regardless. That's just really what it is. But
yeah, now comes the awkward flight to Tokyo with Booker, Holiday, and Middleton on a private plane. The three of them fly to Tokyo.
Like, see, Devin don't give a fuck. Devin turned around, looked at the L while Chris Paul was pretty pissed, and I see he walked off. Devin Booker looked and said, "Damn." And he walked back.
And then the camera went right on him at the perfect time, and he just said, "Damn."
Hey, it is what it is, man. But like
with the confetti flowing all over him, all he could say was "Damn."
Watch my man hold up the trophy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like these guys. I mean, I like Giannis staying in for the Bucs. I mean, hopefully, I don't know. I just like he did it the right way, man. He didn't go chase rings. He didn't go do this. He stayed. The Bucs are not a super team. I know there's a lot of people saying the Bucs probably would have lost to the Nets, KD and Kyrie. I mean, I don't want to hear that, man. I mean, my man stayed. He won a ring.
The Nets didn't play defense when all three of them played. I mean, they were not playing defense. So yes, they would score a lot, but they would give up a lot too. So that's yeah. We shall see. New beginning, new team, and then the Nets are gonna have changes too because they got free agents, and Dinwiddie is a free agent. Brown is a free agent. So the key little pieces on the team, we'll see what they can add. Lakers trying to make moves.
I agree, man. Yeah. Anything else on the NBA talk before we move on to NFL, fellas?
Just congrats to Bucs. Salute.
Yeah. Congrats to Bucs. I'm still happy for Giannis.
Yeah, man.
Small market teams coming up.
On the rise, man. So Detroit. We're gonna be talking NBA draft in a few upcoming episodes. So stay tuned. And then basketball, we're gonna put you in the back seat because now we're gonna be transitioning to the NFL season, and we got a lot to talk about.
NBA don't want to let go because they'll have the draft, and then they'll go right into free agency. They try to hold on to the.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and Jay. I don't give a fuck about this draft. I do it because a lot of people do. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys when the finals is over, I don't give a shit about the draft, but we definitely gonna be talking about the draft. You know
that number 17 pick is critical.
Look, number 1, baby.
Whether it gets traded or whether they pick somebody, that's critical.
Yeah, notice how these guys talk about number 1, number 17. I don't have a team. You know what I mean? I just like NBA basketball. You know what I mean? I like players. So that's just me. But, hey, let's move on and talk about this NFL stuff. So, around the NFL, fellas. So, what's some stuff that you guys want to talk and chat about? Like I said, I know it's a lot going on with the COVID stuff, with the Bucs going to the White House. What was it, Greg? Was it Greg Knapp?
Passed away. Yeah, the coach from from the Jets. Yeah.
Man, my condolences to his family. I mean, my man was just riding a bike. I don't know. I don't even want to go into great detail about it, because I want to respect his family. But for anybody that doesn't know, who was he? A coordinator for who was it? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah.
He
used to be with the Niners. Yeah, long career.
Man. He a respected veteran coach, riding his bike and got hit and went to the hospital, was in critical condition, and passed away today. So, condolences to his family. I hope everything's going well. That's just some lighthearted stuff. At the end of the day, we love sports, but this is serious business. So his family, respect his family's privacy.
Yeah, man.
But
struck by a vehicle when he was riding his bike.
Amazing.
Damn, man. That's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, it's something everybody does because try to get some exercise, take the bike, and go out for the ride.
I know. I mean, it's crazy. So I mean, you gotta enjoy your life, man. You just never know. I'm telling you, he's probably just thinking about going back home and drawing some plays up, and next thing you know, he's here no more.
Yeah, he coached for 7 teams, 27 seasons in the NFL.
Man,
jeez,
man. But that, and then Bobby Bowden with his, his coming out with his medical condition. I mean, it's other stuff. Like I said, we love sports, but there's always some little small stuff that makes you feel real, like makes you feel human. You got to be thankful for each and every day. Yeah, man. So like I said, I mean, that's why we talk and chat about, for this, an hour or less. We thank you guys for tuning in because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other things you guys could do. But so we appreciate you guys. Got the subscribers going up, and we enjoy you guys. So let's talk about the NFL, fellas. So anything you guys want to throw out there and talk and chat about? There's so much,
Cowboys open camp
on Monday. Oh shit! I already know
y'all carrying. I haven't been paying attention.
I can't wait. Yeah, Hall of Fame game coming up.
Okay,
the countdown begins. Let's start the season.
All right. So Cowboys on Hard Knocks. You know what I mean? So Dallas. I want to see what's gonna happen now. Like I want to see Zeke up close and personal. I want to see Dak. You know what I mean? How these guys interact. It's gonna show you behind the scenes look. I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones is gonna be on there. I mean, he loves the camera, right? So I mean, Hard Knocks is gonna be fun. And then obviously they got the COVID stuff going on. They'll probably show you what's going on with that. But so I mean, like you said, the Hall of Fame game coming up. So Z, I mean, how are the Steelers looking right now, man? Like I said, I know we got probably a lot of Steelers fans listening to the show.
Yeah, so Steelers defense is looking great. Rumor right now is, they're looking at DBs, and Steven Nelson just posted online. I got a surprise for you tomorrow. So they cut him at $9 million, and they might get him back at $1 million.
They're going Pittsburgh doing what they doing, bro. Get back. We're gonna call you back. Don't trip.
So because when was it? Basically 6 weeks ago, they told him we need you to take a pay cut. He said no, cut me off. Someone else. I'll never come back.
Nobody won.
There's pictures he spotted in Pittsburgh today at the Pittsburgh airport. So
nobody won. They play hardball. I mean, that's just how it happens sometimes. I mean, he's a veteran corner. But I mean, Pittsburgh, like I said, I mean, for anybody that's not in the Charger to the Game group, it's always put in the bottom of the description of the show. I mean, we tend to talk about things before we even come on the air. There's heated debates before we even come on the air. I mean, this is stuff that you guys would probably never see, but hop in that. But I posted a link down there. I mean, the Steelers have the #1 rated defensive line by Pro Football Focus with the lineup of T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward to it, and then you add Melvin Ingram. Those guys are monsters. I think second was Washington, and third was our very own Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, so, but yeah, I mean,
salute Vince Williams. Announced his retirement. Announced his retirement yesterday. The greatest meme ever: DeAndre Hopkins in the end zone, looking up at the camera. And Steelers are up 27-6 in the fourth quarter. He finally scored. He's mugging for the camera. Vince Williams goes right next to him and poses right next to him, in his arms like this on the camera. Greatest meme ever. If you look it up, and then Hopkins tries to push him off his arm, and I'm like, that is if you were to describe Vince Williams' career in Pittsburgh, that clip is him to a T. I mean, just a fun dude who loved to play football and always
solid linebacker, starter.
Stone Cold Steve Austin suit, riding his motorcycle into camp, chugging a beer before he walks in. I mean, it's just someone you're gonna miss. But 9 years in Pittsburgh, just solid, always always strong. The man in the middle. Yeah. And so I'm fired up, man. I'm ready for football. Yes, I'm biased. I'm a Steeler fan, but even if it's not the Steelers, football is here. I mean, we got the NFL, and then we got college football right around the corner. Let's go. I mean, this is. Yeah, the time from when the NBA Finals ends to when football starts, that little gap is like the kid waiting for Christmas to open your gifts for the preseason to start. And so we're ready to go. Camp opened up at new beginnings, new hope for every team in the league. So no matter who you root for, everybody is 0-0 with Super Bowl dreams. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, but hey,
my team's making it.
Hey, just say, damn, man, why you say it's so sad, man? Why you say it's so sad, man? Hey, you making me feel bad because now I feel like I'm big dog about to step on your chest. Because he was talking about new team, new beginning. I was like, hey, hold up, not too fast. Let's go back to last season. My Bucs, the Tampa Bay, world champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, winners of the Super Bowl, made the trip to the White House, met the president, Joe Biden. I mean, Tom Brady with the shades on and, his little banter, his little, he threw some Donald Trump shade, you know what I mean?
It's a stand-up routine.
Hey, I mean, he's a funny guy.
The difference with Brady in Tampa versus Brady in New England, it's a totally different person. We see his personality. We see him laughing. He skipped a couple of the White House visits after Super Bowls when he was in New England.
Exactly.
Everybody knows.
Not since 2005.
Yeah, everybody knows Trump is his man. Mm-hmm. But for the team, to keep the team together, to keep everybody happy, he's there willingly, making jokes, laughing, and that's a good sign as a Bucs fan because you see that, they're united, pumped to get the season started. That's one of the things
if you look at, I was reading an article. They were talking about, I think, with somebody who was close to Tom. They're saying he's probably going to play for another 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, for Bucs fans, I mean, you got to be excited, man. We've been through the very, very dark days, some tough times. But like I said, help is on the way. I mean, like I said, Tom's here. We got a very talented team. We got a chance to repeat and win again. You know what I mean? Like, what else could you ask for? So
Ron, let me ask you. So who do you think is their biggest competition? What do you think is going to be their biggest challenge now defending, being the hunted versus the team hunting everybody else?
I agree because that's a good point. So I will say this because you made a good point. The Bucs were not the hunted, last year. They were the hunter because the Bucs, they were like the 8th. People slided them as like the 8th best team in the league, like midway through the season and before the season.
Remember,
everybody was saying Tom Brady was washed.
New Orleans, the first game after the first game, and then
people are idiots.
Thought process?
People were saying Tom was washed. My man had no other teams but the Colts and the Bucs. You know what I mean? That was on the open market, and the Colts was like, "All right, let me take Phillip." The Bucs was like, "Okay, we got Tom."
Raiders won that.
And I think the Chargers took Tyrod.
Yeah. I mean, they took Tyrod, and then they had the young guy in Herbert.
That's what Brady talk about.
Yeah.
Yo, he's like, over me.
No.
Oh, is it? That was what he was talking about?
No, he was talking about the Bears. He was about Trubisky because the Bears told him we good with our guy, and that's the talk. Because when they said that the Bears dropped off at the end and said we're sticking with Trubisky, and
they stuck with
Brady's
Trubisky?
response is like, "You gonna stick with that guy?"
Wow.
I didn't know it was Trubisky.
Yeah.
All right,
man. Oh my God.
That's what that came from.
So the Bears, Chicago. Hey, I mean, it just goes to show. That's why you're never gonna get no go on our show, brother. I mean, you know what I mean? We talk about winners. You know what I mean? The Bucs is in the winner's circle. We're the Super Bowl champions.
He's Josh Allen's backup in Buffalo now, Trubisky.
Amazing. You know what I mean? He'll probably be a backup forever now. He'll come in here and there. But I mean, as far as like I said for the Bucs, man, I think their biggest competition, Z, to answer your question, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think the Rams are gonna be a problem. The Rams, we just match up very, very badly against them.
They just lost Cam Akers.
I did see that.
Loss,
I mean, they did lose him.
ACL out for the year.
Yeah, I mean, so Rams fans, I mean, he's gone. But I mean,
one practice.
The only thing what scares me with the Rams is if you got Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, you got Matt Stafford, and you got the offensive genius of Sean McVay. That's the only thing that scares me. If the defensive line comes to play, it doesn't. I mean, they cancel everything. If that defensive line comes to play, there's nobody that can stop the Bucs. Our secondary is still suspect. Carlton Davis, I'm not sold on. Sean Murphy-Button is solid. Jamel Dean is solid. Okay, I get that. But, yeah, I like the Rams. I think the 49ers, I ain't going to lie to you, man. It's a bad matchup 49ers, and then Washington. Those are the only he said those are the only teams that really scare me in the NFC. Now in the AFC, I don't think nobody really got nothing for us, to be honest. I know that the Chiefs kind of retooled. You know what I mean?
We gotta wait and see for that.
Yeah. Buffalo looking strong.
Nobody worry about
Buffalo. Can't run the ball.
I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo Mafia. Those some good fans. I hung out with a lot of Buffalo fans down here in Texas. And they have a Buffalo bar. It was absolutely insane. Great people, but they're not nothing you worry about, wrong.
Yeah. You better watch your back, man. Shoot, you talking about some good fans. You know what I mean? Hey, okay. You gonna put these on? Okay.
You already know.
Maybe a Tennessee.
Maybe
now with Julio Jones.
Yeah, that's my pick out of the AFC. I mean, once we talk, contenders and who's gonna be on the AFC side. I mean, as an early preview, I got Tennessee.
How much of an impact Bud Dupree can make? Because their back end is weak, but if they can get more pressure up front, they can help the back end. That's gonna be their issue. Their back end is just miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, teams are passing left and right on them.
I was not. You're right. I mean, but as far as the teams you just talked about, Rome, you don't really got too much to worry about. I mean, Washington could be tough, but they don't really have quarterbacks.
Well, I'm telling you, and like I said, the next show, Kelsey Nicole Nelson is coming on. Fitzpatrick, I'm not writing him off, man. But go ahead.
I'm definitely writing him off. When it comes to the Bucs in a championship game, Ryan Fitzpatrick is not the person I'm just gonna go ride with. And 49ers, I like Trey, but what's the odds and numbers of Trey coming in there and beating y'all and winning a championship off his first season? Nah, bro, y'all ain't got really too much to worry about. Will they put up fights? Yes, absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, it remains to be seen. Like I said, those are just in my opinion. I mean, those are just the teams. Like I said, the Rams. There's just a bad Washington's defense. Like Washington,
they got better.
The thing is, bro. I just based it off the last playoff game. We barely beat Washington with Taylor Heineke. Like I'm telling you, if you were at my home watching the game, I was yelling, bro. I'm telling you, I was yelling.
Right,
I was punched out my window. My lady's like, "What the heck is going on?" You know, I'm like, the Bucs are playing and they suck. You know what I mean?
But that's true. But you also know as a Bucs fan that even Brady came out and said that the only reason that happened because we weren't prepared for Heineke.
Yeah,
they were coming prepared now. That's over. That's a wrap, cuz.
I agree. I mean, like I said, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I just think Washington, man, I'm telling you, people do not write off Washington. They're going to be a problem. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying that because Kelsey's coming on. I really do. Mark my words. By the end of the season, Washington will have over 10 wins.
Yeah, that's a homegrown team.
They added Will Jackson, the corner from Cincinnati.
William,
DJ
Moore. Not DJ Moore. Was it Curtis Samuel? And then you got McLaurin. Now McLaurin is not facing double and triple coverage. He can actually be himself. And now you got Curtis Samuel, and now what's the guy?
And then the linebacker Davis, who they drafted in the first round, is good.
Davis is good. Davis is good.
And then the Alabama boys, along with Ioannidis, and those guys along that defensive line.
Montez Sweat and
Montez Sweat is nice. Made Ryan Kerrigan,
Deron Payne, Chase Young.
Yeah, I mean Payne is nice. We already know about Big Chase, baby. That's homegrown. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and then they brought back Kendall Fuller, who they had traded for.
Kendall Fuller is good too.
They had traded him for Alex Smith. And now Alex Smith retired, and Kendall Fuller's with.
They got Kendall Fuller back. Hold up, they got him back.
Yeah, that was one of the first pickups they got. Actually.
I forgot it, man. Washington's crazy. You got William Jackson and Kendall Fuller.
And then they have Landon Collins from Alabama at safety. And Curl, the rookie they had last year, who they found from wherever they found him, that dude played.
That man is nice.
I was like, who was this dude?
Man, Washington. I'm telling you, I mean, Jay, you better go to a few games, man. Like, I'm telling you, I was sick. I couldn't go to those Bucs games last year. I'm going to a few games this year. So, I mean, Jay,
for Washington is going to be quarterback. I mean, Fitzpatrick. Everything. If he doesn't turn the ball over, they are solid. I mean, NFC East was not too great. I mean, if you look at the quarterback play, Jalen Hurts. I mean, Prescott coming off an injury.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, not that great. I mean,
right. I mean, Washington, like I said, this is, I mean, if there's any shot, you know, this is their time. I mean, like I said, veteran quarterback, you know what I mean? A very, very solid defense with some dangerous playmakers on the outside.
But that defense stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked.
Oh, I was just being modest, but they monsters.
I'm not.
Hey,
Some
do what
bad
you
men
do,
on the side of the ball. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's quarterback. It's hard for me to believe in Washington without a good quarterback. It's just hard. This is really it. So
I mean, he's a veteran, so that's
yeah. I'll give him that. I'm just, you know.
And then if things fall apart, you got Taylor Heineke coming back up.
Oh yeah, Heineke, my dog. I'm behind
the cult hero in the DMV. Taylor Heineke probably never has to pay for another meal. Wherever he goes, he walks in and it's on the house.
I pay for it.
On the house.
He scared the hell out of me. I know that. As a Bucs fan, every Bucs fan in the world, like, who the hell is this guy just running stiff arming our linemen? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, but before we move on to the bets and then we close out, fellas.
Yeah.
What is your short and skinny? Like, just keep it quick. Maybe like a 1-line answer. What do you guys think of this COVID thing? These guys are not getting back. Like Leonard Fournette of our Buccaneers for Bucs fans. Cole Beasley, DeAndre Hopkins said he might retire. You know, if they force him to get this vaccine.
Did you see Ezekiel Elliott's press conference? So when the reporter informed him that if somebody is put on the COVID list, not only will the game get canceled, but all the players on both teams will lose the game check for that week. And he said, "Game check?" He's like, "What?" And they was like, "Yes, that's the new rule. Both teams will lose their game check if so the team without the COVID will get the win in a forfeit, but both teams will lose the game check for the week."
It's amazing, man. NFL got to do. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I'm about to say just keep it short and simple. I think that's kind of crazy. People should be allowed to put whatever they want in their bodies, or at least have the choice to do that. So I don't know what can be done.
It's money, and the NFL's trying to get back to full houses. You know, all the stadiums packed, and they would never have an issue with the game. So they're trying to, play strong man.
I get it. I get it from a money standpoint. Yeah, but it's like, guys, stay with your guns.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, just to end my little rant, one thing about it is you can't get unvaccinated.
Oh, you're right, man. I'm telling you, and there's a lot of people, like I said, I'll say this before we move on to the bets. I don't agree with it. You cannot. I'm in the belief of you. This is bigger than money. This is your life. There's some people out here that believe that the government is shooting people up with this stuff to try to kill people at some point later in their life. As crazy it may sound, it might sound like some type of crazy conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? But some people do not believe in it. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in the test results. I'm not gonna, this isn't that type of show. But I'm in the matter of, let these guys do what they want. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. Let's just get back to playing football,
But from a fan perspective, as a Steeler fan, having 4 games ruined by the other team having COVID issues last year, I'm all for this. And it helps the Steelers are one of only 3 teams that have hit the number of 85% vaccinated. But the reason they did that was because last year the Tennessee Titans had an issue, cost the Steelers big time. They had to cancel the game. Steelers lost their bye week, no bye week for the year. When Baltimore and Lamar Jackson had all their COVID issues from their trainer who brought it to the team, again, Steelers had to cancel the game, postpone it 6 times, play on a Wednesday afternoon, messed up the 11-0 start. And then they played Washington on a Wednesday afternoon because of basically the follow-up from the Ravens' COVID mess. And so when you look at it, the fan in me, I like it because that would have been 3 more wins for the Steelers last year instead of annoyances. But the human in me says
you can't force people. At the end of the day, you can't force people to do what they want. NFL got to understand that. They might lose some guys. Some guys might, sit out of here. I don't know. They might do it.
As a star. The fact that DeAndre Hopkins, when it was Cole Beasley, nobody cared. The fact that DeAndre Hopkins came out and said, "I got to reevaluate something." somebody's going to listen.
Leonard Fournette don't even have it. You know what I mean? Leonard Fournette doesn't have it. I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, there's just a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I mean, hey, you can't force people to do what you –
that's going to be the key. Goes against the beliefs. When marquee players start speaking out, league office is going to say, wait, hold up. Because if it's going to be one of the quarterbacks who says, nope, then what are they going to do?
Yeah. Let's call it the show with bets, fellas. So y'all got any bets for the people, man? Like I said, I'm done. So for everybody that doesn't know, I'm done. I only bet, like I told you guys, basketball, football. Okay? Occasionally some boxing, you know. So I'm done. So like I said, if you're looking for my bets, I'll see you after the NFL preseason, and we will talk. But we will be talking about some of these over-under wins on the season. You know, does Tennessee win 10 games? You know what I mean? That's probably one of my great bets. Do the Bucs do the NFC Championship? It's probably a good pick, you know. But like, I mean, fellas, what do you guys got for the people, if anything? I know it's on the baseball side, so
yeah. So so from my perspective, I follow trends. Now it's going to be very interesting because the trade deadline is coming up in MLB. So the garbage teams or struggling teams are going to be selling off their expensive players. Trade just went down. Minnesota traded Nelson Cruz to Tampa. I saw that. Big bat. It's going to make an impact. So
yeah, they're trying to make that run, ain't they?
Yeah, so it's just going to be interesting the next couple of weeks. Just trends that have been working. If you look at the Seattle Mariners, who are not the greatest team, but when Logan Gilbert pitches, they are 13-2. And so
I don't even watch baseball. I've heard of the dude.
So pay attention. Logan Gilbert for the Seattle Mariners, it's always plus money. So you're going to get plus 155, plus 160, 13-2. I have Logan Gilbert starts on my calendar in my phone, so I get the alert that Logan Gilbert is starting.
He plug him into his phone, bro. Come on now.
Logan Gilbert for the Seattle Mariners. Okay. My favorite pitcher. And so, yes, I've been riding the Logan train for a while. The Logan Gilbert's been cashing. He's been cashing. And Vegas, because it's Seattle, they, team that's not that great. Seattle has another pitcher, Flexen, who, when he pitches, they are, I think the number is 9-2 in his last 11 games. So Flexen and Gilbert. You look at the Seattle Mariners, you're going to get crazy high plus money. Flexen is pitching tonight. He was plus 155. And so, yeah, I'm not saying throw your whole bankroll on it, but just, a little beer money on it. And it brings you a nice return. Those are the greatest bets. Beer money.
Talking about tonight?
Small. Yeah, he's pitching tonight.
Oh, he is?
I can pitch tonight. So, yes, I took him first 5. And I also took him full game, took that plus money, and let's roll the dice and let's go.
Hey, look, folks. I ain't above and listen to my other hosts too. So you know what? Y'all gonna have to give me a second because I'm putting that in right now. Okay. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've been riding a lot of overs. The overs been crazy for me for team totals. Cleveland been killing it for me. Almost every night. If you get bad point. I look at it in the morning, and if it starts to trend upwards, then I'm like, oh, okay, they may be going for some hits. So that's kind of what I've been following recently with baseball. But yeah, man. And I love Seattle too.
Well, we don't love all of Seattle. Only Flexen and Gilbert. Make sure. Yes, the rest of them. No. You'll be burning your money. Flexen and Gilbert. Remember those two names. And yes, that can get you money. So they're playing the A's, who are a strong team. So yeah, be like I said, beer money. Don't go too heavy, just beer money. Okay. You'll be okay.
All right, man. So hey, that wraps up our show, everybody. So like I said, I'm gonna do my my normal spill. So like I said, there's a lot going on. So just to give you guys a rundown of what's going on, like I said, Bucs fans, I got something special for you. And then Washington fans, like I said, I got something very special for you. So like I said, next episode, which will be next month, this upcoming Monday, Kelsey Nicole Nelson will be joining us. She is a award-winning analyst. She works at Fox Sports, the Washington football team. She covers the Wizards. She covers the Mystics. She's on radio, Fox Sports 1340 AM. Very pretty lady, and we're happy to have her on. And she's from the DMV area, so Montgomery County's own. So show your support, leave some comments. Washington fans, we're going to be talking and asking her about her history, what Washington is going to be looking like this season. We just talked about Washington. I have high hopes for them. I know Jay, that's your squad. We got a lot of questions for her. And then also, so Bucs fans. So here we go, man. So I got a surprise for you guys, man. So very, very special guy, near and dear to our hearts, former Buccaneers, the winner of the very first Super Bowl, QB, Brad Johnson, will be joining us on our show. Okay, so I mean, don't lose your shit, man. He's gonna be on here. He's very happy. He's very excited. I know Jay's laughing.
Look, former Washington legend, Washington as well.
I love you, Washington, because thank you for trading him, or was it free agent? I don't know how he got to the Bucs. I'm just very happy because he brought us some instant offense.
He's like, anything with championship. That's it.
Hey, I don't care. Like I'm telling you, we had some good guys before him, some solid guys, but we had guys that could not get us, the Bucs Nation, over the hump. We had great defenses. We had the Derrick Brooks, the Warren Sapp, the John Lynch, the Rondé Barbers, the Donnie Abrahams, the Hardy Nickersons. And
former Steeler legend, the great Hardy Nickerson.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Brad came and he led us. He was the Bucs. That team had offense with Keenan McCardell and Keyshawn Johnson and Big Bad Michael Pittman with his size bodybuilder type looking arms. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Brad's gonna be joining us on our show this upcoming Sunday. Sunday, August 1st, will be joining us, and the show will be posted the very next day, which is on Monday. So that's when the shows come out. We record Sunday, we post Monday. He'll be joining us, talking some Bucs football, his career, winning the Super Bowl. We'll ask him some stuff about his Washington days and things of that nature. But we got some very big other guests coming on the show in upcoming episodes. I can't shout them out now. But just stay tuned. Like I said, we're heating up. We got some big guys coming on for you guys that want to come on and talk and chat football, basketball, whatever it is. But that wraps up our show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Again, we're on all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify. For the Charge It to the Game crew, I'm Rome. For Big Z and Jay, we out.